All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for checking it out. I was going to take a look at today's trading. Today is January 4th, 2024. As everybody knows, just in case, this is purely for educational and entertainment uses. I'm not a financial advisor, not here to give any signals, any advice, nothing at all. Completely just journaling my own trades via video and uploading them and hoping that will help another trader out there. So if it does help you, awesome. If it doesn't, let me know what might help you. Throw me a comment, throw me an email, whatever. All right, so looking at NQ on the right, ES on the left. 15-minute charts currently on both, yes. Today was, spoiler alert, not a good day, but a good learning day because I know better, but sometimes human nature, you don't do what you want to do. So this is a great example of it, and I'm going to use this YouTube channel to help me get better and hopefully help you in the long run. So what I got here is marked out 15-minute buy-side liquidity zones on ES on the left again, NQ on the right. We see London activity did not drop like in the middle of London like it did yesterday. So let's take a look and see what happened here. Do we have a sell-side liquidity marked out here? I could always throw in another one on that since there is a swing low here. Let's mark that guy out. And sell side liquidity, so that's just there. So swing lows, swing highs, relative equal highs. Relative equal highs are the ones I like the best for targets. And then let's see what happened here. And we see nice little move down, 8:30, 8 o'clock, again New York time. We had some more previous way back 50-minute liquidity over there. Trust me, it's over there. I'll save you the time. News embargo lifted 8:30. 8:30 we see both markets move down. We did not form any type of fair value gap on the ES. We did form one on YM, and I have a bullish bias going into today, since we are in a 4-hour fair value gap already on the NQ, but we have not made it all the way down on the ES. That is still below us. I won't even pull up the 4-hour chart right now, but trust me on it, it is there. So I was looking for a play on inverting this fair value gap, and now we see 9:30 New York open. We'll roll both over at the same time. So there's our first candle on the 9:30 open. So here we do have a fair value gap. Did trade up through and close right below it, so we need to close above to be treated as an inversion fair value gap once it's violated. So it did not do that yet. And this is on a 15-minute chart, so obviously I'm not trading on 15, so let's drop that down to at least a 5. There's looking at our 5-minute. So this is a 15-minute fair value gap. So inside of the 15, I can adjust this down even a little bit more to a 5-minute, and we'll see what happens here. So now we actually have 2. So let me draw in another one. So that is a clue to keep an eye on. So we got 2 fair value gaps. What we want is we only want a singular inversion fair value gap to try and violate to go back to the upside to be bullish. And we see there actually was one more right before the close, so now we have 3. So it's not a great setup. In hindsight, I see this because you'll see what happened. All right, let's move that back over. We did get a close above the 5-minute here. Did not close above the original one though, or the original 15-minute, which was basically this one. So that's the 15 that we started with. So if I played off of that, we see we did get a close above here. So this would be a valid area to go long, but then we got taken right back out because we closed below it. So had you went long there, you'd be stopped out. And basically I don't think I would trade anymore at that point from a 5-minute standpoint, although it is still good. We have our equal highs here, so I would copy that. Since this was a 15-minute, this is actually a 5. So we'll update it to a 5. Didn't want to save. So there's a 5-minute buy-side liquidity pool. And this is a 15, so this is a higher draw on liquidity because higher time frames trump lower time frames. And there we would have had a successful lease taken on some profits off. And if we want to reach for the other ones, we have 3 relative equal highs here. Awesome target since this swing high is just above it. If it's going to take these, it's going to take those. So we see it did just come up to it. That's interesting, so let's draw that in. Let's put a second on those relative equals. And look at that. So the first target in that area was hit, but the swing wasn't hit till later, so we had to pull back. And then rev tensions back up and got up there. So that's how I'm looking at working out inversion fair value gaps, testing them out, playing them out, and using them the best way possible. So if I move that back to a 15-minute, there's the whole day we see now. We see if now we can take this out and ignore it. If we're only playing a higher time frame, this closed so far above that you can't wait till the candle closes. That's why I don't trade off a 15-minute at this point. Maybe I will in the future sometime. Right now I'm trading off typically 1 and 5 minutes, sometimes sub-minute charts. Alright, so let's hop back to a 5-minute chart here on both sides, ES and NQ. And let's take a look at hindsight and what we could have done differently since the 15-minute did not work out. So there's our first one that we saw prior to open. Again, the news created this fair value gap. Actually created a second one, so let's draw the second one back in. So that's what I'm looking for, close above. So here we would have had a close above right at the open, so 9:30. So we could have went long here for closing this candle. And then we go target up here. So let's see how that plays out on the 5-minute. And typically close below or below the previous low is where you have to put your stop. So depending on your risk tolerance, down below the low would not have been violated, but a close below would have been violated here before reaching the first target. So it comes down to risk management. 5-minute close above, you'd have to wait all this out. Choppy, bad trading environment. Ask me how I know. This is exactly why I'm doing this channel, to make myself better, because as I said in the beginning, human nature takes over. And chop suey. Do not do this. So I did attempt it, got chopped up, and I will say I was also watching some other groups out there to see if I could take advantage of other people. Do not do that. No matter how much you may think they know what they're doing, you can't trade someone else's ideas. This is exact proof of that. So I got chop sueyed up, not live funds, NFP week, so this is all just in evaluation accounts, paper accounts, but same result is bad results. So that's why we don't trade NFP week, in case you were wondering. So there's the exact reason as why, because those were not profitable trades. It's not even worth going over the dollars and the ticks that they were traded at, because it was not good. Long story short is wait for the 5-minute inversions to close above, have proper risk management, and the trade does work. And we see it actually takes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets. Look at all these 15-minute targets up here from London. So that was different about today is NQ did not take out the London highs, but the ES did. So very interesting there. So we had some SMT going on. ES was definitely stronger than the YM, or excuse me, than the NQ today. And then it was definitely done after that. There was no trading in the afternoon. So long story short, test your things out in evals and paper accounts before you put live funds behind it, and then have some type of journaling to study yourself on. So I'm using video for journaling. I'm using electronic documentation to go back and have record of my trades. Our last thing I want to leave you with today is I am starting a new combine. Let me pull over. Let me stop this for a quick second. I'll bring over the Top Step screen. All right, so first off, I have passed Top Step challenges previously. There's all kinds of funny notes there. Not recommending anybody. If you like this one, you can do it. This is just a view for, I'll pull up all the trades on this one. So I did run through a daily loss limit at one time back on this trade, but I did ultimately grow back up. This was last year's. This was the first time I did a combine. You can see there's the worst day when I hit the daily loss limit. Average winning, average losing, best days. This was a 50,000 one. Once you get to 53, they move you over to Express funded account. And now I'm going to actually repeat this process using my current techniques, as these were good, but I ran into too many big days that took away my profits. So yes, these were nice, slowly profitable days, which we do like. I'm working to get rid of this through proper risk management. So this was back in August. This one ended when I got funded on this one. Small account, 94% winning days, 18 days to finish it. So next I'm going to flip it over to the new one. And here we have the brand new one. I got a 150K now because they had a New Year's code. I think it's still going. So if you want to grab one, you can get it for half price for the first month. I have a higher target now. I have to make $9,000. You see this is a brand new combine. So this is what I'm going to be trading to fully document from start to finish, becoming a funded trader once again within Top Step for their funding program. So look forward to that. Appreciate you coming out, checking it out, and remember, tomorrow is not promised. Live today. Talk to you soon.